Hey guys, welcome back to another episode. If you've been living under a rock, here's a lowdown on where we're at right now.
Janaye has left me.
I'm back in Australia, spending some time with friends and family, while Jase has been hanging out in the Abacos the past few weeks. That is until Hurricane Erin, a Category 5 storm, started edging a little too close to the Bahamas for comfort. So he just completed his first solo sail from the Bahamas to Florida. In the end, the hurricane made a big turn out into the Atlantic, and our friends on Sailing Sunday, who were left behind to finish the Boy Scouts trips, luckily came out unscathed. Now that Jase is in the US, it's time to start giving Escapade some TLC, and tackling some fun little projects to make her more comfortable to live on full time. So come along for the ride as we test out some new products and see whether they're a good idea or a bad one.
I haven't damaged the other side. Good morning. Beautiful morning here. I think I definitely made the right decision. No even signs of a hurricane here. A little bit of rain yesterday, but that was it. It's crazy just coming in. I feel like I'm in a full city, which I probably am, but it's just I haven't seen anything like this in a very long time. So yeah, it's cool to be here. There's a train going past right now. That's the only annoying thing, but I'm getting used to it.
Alright, first on Jase's list was to remove our old saloon table cupboard to install a new telescopic table leg.
Alright guys, it's out and it feels so spacious in here. There's so much room. I could do like a workout here. That's crazy the amount of space it's left us. We're also replacing our floorboards. We wanted to get the table in first, the telescopic leg in first, make sure it's in the right spot so we don't damage the new floorboards.
The boat was actually originally built with a telescopic table leg, but the previous owners removed it and added a cupboard instead for extra storage. It's definitely been handy, but over time we've realised being able to turn the saloon table into an extra bed would be way more beneficial for us, and worth giving up that bit of storage space.
Right. Oh, that's pretty cool.
We'd probably set it up as our bed for longer passages and also use it on rainy days to watch movies and just be a bit more comfortable, since right now it's not exactly the coziest spot. Jay started putting all the lounge cushions back in place, and you can really see how discoloured they've gotten just from daily use now that the less used cushion is right beside them. Cannot wait to get back and give that lounge a well overdue deep clean. Once everything was back together, he decided to give it a real life test. And by real life test, I mean falling asleep on it. Back in Australia, I was spending my last day in Tasmania with my dad, soaking in all the natural beauty. The amount of wildlife down here is just insane. It's such a beautiful corner of the world, and I highly recommend putting it on your list.
I was looking at forever.
Alright, next package. We got a TV. We've always wanted one. We bought a refurbished TV off Amazon. So we're going to put this up on the wall, which I've already installed the mount. It's just a basic mount over here. And then it'll also hide this where we had a picture frame here.
We'll probably get a few comments like, why would you want a TV on a sailboat? But just remember guys, we live on here full time and we're only human. It's nice to wind down at night with a movie or a show just like anyone else.
Alrighty, moment of truth. Yay, we got a TV. That's insane. Another job complete. Next job tomorrow is our new 12-volt fridge because our one is currently leaking, so that will be next.
Already approved. Every car.
Are you for your ball? Hey!
Welcome to Car Buying Made Easy.
I spent my last few days in Australia back on the Gold Coast, soaking up the sun with two of my besties. Honestly, my favourite moments in life are always the unplanned ones. When you start with no plans at all and somehow end up popping bottles of Spritz and turning an ordinary afternoon into a poolside party. Maybe the fact it was a weekday had something to do with it. By now, I'm really missing Jase and the cats, but these are the moments that make me wish I could split myself in two. half here, half on the other side of the world.
As you can see, I've installed the new fridge. So this is a 12 volt fridge like our other one that we had, but it is a variable speed compressor, so it's so much more energy efficient. So it draws about 2.5 amps when the compressor's running, and then the compressor doesn't run all the time, so it only runs for like 15 minutes to cool it down to the temperature it needs, and then it stops. So it is much more efficient than our old one that constantly ran and constantly leaked. So we've damaged all our wood here from our old fridge, so we're gonna have to replace this wood. Watch this space, because we're gonna do something cool with this area. One other cool thing about this fridge is it has dual compartments that you can set at different temperatures. So I've actually got this one as a beer fridge and this one as a freezer. So we lose a little bit of freezer space, but it seems bigger than our other fridge, even though it's the same size. All right, another day, another project. We're converting our manual toilet into an electric toilet. Sounds bloody fancy. Probably more things can go wrong, but we've just got this from Seaflow. Bought it on Amazon pretty cheap, and yeah, supposedly it converts it from manual to electric. Hopefully it works pretty well. But yeah, we've just been having heaps of problems with ours, and it was like $50 more to buy this than the manual one. So we thought we'd give it a go. There she is. I've just basically put it in place, installed the Joker valve housing at the back there. I'm just going to test it out. I've just run the wires to test it real quick to make sure it's all good. Hey, bloody loud. And then I got hey, and there you go. That's the lazy toilet, guys. So I'll finish wiring that up now, put the fuse in, and call it a day on that. So good. Alright, more packages today. This is a 12 volt AC system, guys. Runs on minimal power. It's 12,000 BTU, so it should cool this boat down pretty quick. It is so hot in the States right now. We've got no wind, muggy as. I guess Florida is pretty much always like this. So the plan for me is just to make the mess first and then clean up after. I'm pretty good at making messes, so that's what I'm going to do. So I've just got to drill holes all the way for this piping to run through to the AC. So I've got 3 holes to go and I should be done.
An air conditioner on board is a bit of a luxury, but we decided to roll the dice and buy a much cheaper system via Alibaba, so consider us your guinea pigs. We've endured our fair share of sweaty days and nights at anchor, and the breaking point came at Turtle Key in the Abacos, where hundreds of Mozzies were launching a full-on assault and we were forced to shut down the hatches and sleep in a roasting hot box. What sold us on this AC system was that it uses a variable speed compressor. In plain English, that means we can dial down the power output, or BTU, so it draws as little as 30 amps an hour instead of 60 amps at full pelt. And by the way, 60 amps at full capacity is still pretty efficient for what it's doing. So let us test this out for you and we'll report back with how it works and whether the gamble paid off.
This is our water pump, and it looks far too small to be pumping 2,000 litres an hour, but I guess we'll see. So this is going to go below the water line. One side will connect to that, the out will connect to this, and then that connects to the AC. Pretty straightforward. All the hoses are run through. Next bit is to drill out for the through hole. I've already got my mark out. I know I'm above the water line, so I should be okay, but still always a bit nervy. Oh, this is awkward as. Right. I haven't done the other side. There we go. There's a hole through the boat. Alright, let's see where I drilled. I should be just above our line. We've got the lines running through, like the sticker lines, just above. So I've just put silicone around it, stick that in, and then I'm just gonna go around to the other side, tighten it up, and clean off that silicone. Alright, so I've just screwed the backing plate on, and I'll let that silicone dry. It should only take about 24 hours for that to dry, so then I'll be putting this hose on, clamp that up, and that is nearly all the plumbing done. She's come up good, so I'm just gonna let that dry, and then I may as well start doing the wiring now. And then that's basically it. It's all ready to go. Put that pipe in and I'll test her out tomorrow. All right, so I've just started running the cable through, 2/0 cable, and I want it to run it to the closest bus bar, which is actually in the battery room. So I've managed to get my spear gun through the side of the boat, and it's just sticking out the battery room. So I've just taped it to there, and this is the other side of the spear gun. You can just see the end there. So I'm gonna start pulling it through and hoping that the line's gonna come with me. So yeah, this is the cable here that I'm gonna be running through. That's my spear gun. Wish us luck, eh?
My second last day in Australia was filled with goodbyes. That final one at the airport always gets me, but once I'm through security, the excitement starts to take over. I can't wait to get back to Jase and our two little troublemakers. It's been a long time. Land of America. Should I say the land of hot dogs and burgers? One more flight and I'll be reunited with Jason. Jason.
Hello. How are you?
So great to see you.
Where's Lulu? Look at us just staring at ya. It's Mummy. Look at her. Look at her. Is that Mummy? Ah. She's like, where the f have you been? Look at Nala. Well, they've missed you. Welcome back.
I need to unclothe. Back in the tropics.
It's actually really cool right now.
Yeah. They look different. Everyone looks different. You look different. The cats look different. The boat looks different. Everything's weird. Everything feels weird. Come to this random place that I've not been before.
I know. It is pretty random in here, isn't it?
Yeah.
What do you think of Mummy being back, hey? You happy?
You want me to open this? Hi. Aww. Too early.
Alright, check out downstairs, darling.
feels so weird in here. You know when we'd get back to the boat after and it'd be on the hard?
Yeah.
And we'd come in and be like, oh, it's smaller than I remember. This is what I'm going through again. Oh God.
Yeah, it's not the best.
I went to lean on it to get down. I'm up. Is that just because of the brake? Or is
It's
that
because that whole side's broken.
Yeah, okay. So it wasn't like that before?
Nowhere near as bad as that, no.
That's pretty bad.
Look, you can lift it up. Lift it up.
Yep, you heard that right. The telescopic table leg broke not long after Jase installed it.
Yep.
The welds weren't exactly top notch, so it's heading back for a refund. Luckily, it turned out to be a blessing in disguise because we found something way better, so stay tuned for that one.
So we have installed the aircon, so we need to vacuum it, get rid of all the air that's inside, any contaminants. I don't know really how to do it myself, but luckily Janaye's brother does this for a living. Well, he's a Sparky, but he also does this kind of stuff. So if I have any problems, I am gonna call him, but he's given me the lowdown and I think we should be pretty good.
Watched a few YouTube videos.
Yeah, watched a few YouTube videos. So
Did get a quote.
Oh yeah, the quote was just stupid. 700 Aussie dollars it was.
So we have the aircon running, blowing out nice cold air. However, it wouldn't take the last, what do you reckon, 100 grams that you need of refrigerant.
Yeah,
it just would not suck any more in, so we're just trying to troubleshoot. We obviously don't want to stuff the compressor or have it working less efficiently. We've got all the windows and the doors shut off to the rest of the boat so that we can just kind of test it in the saloon area. Hey, does it feel nice and cold in here? Now we just need to go somewhere cold so we can test the heater out on that and have this going.
This is like all we could find that was kind of like plastic. So these just open and close. So we've got one here and you can close that off, and then the other one's in the bedroom just there, so you can have either the bedroom one open or that one open or both. But yeah, it works quite well, and then all the ducting runs in through here, runs down here, and then down here into that cupboard. So that's it, guys. The aircon is completely installed. It was a pretty simple installation. It's just plumbing, electrical, and then gassing in our case because we got it shipped by air. But if you get it shipped by sea freight, you don't have to gas it yourself. It was $1,650 US. That is for the aircon unit and the water pump. That price includes tariffs. We did it DDP, so they actually paid for the tariffs and all that, so it basically just got shipped to the address we sent it to.
And that was including shipping as well.
That includes shipping too. How efficient is it? I can't compare it to other aircons, but it roughly draws about that 55 to 60 amps. It's a 12,000 BTU, and we kind of close the back cabin doors and let it cool down in this area first, and it takes about 30 odd minutes to cool down this area, and then we can kind of open everything up after that. We feel like that's the most efficient way that it cools down the room. When it starts to get to its cooling stage, then the compressor starts slowing down. It doesn't constantly keep up, so then it'll probably draw around that 30 odd amps. There's also an app that you can use to turn it on. It's not their own app. They've used Tuya, but you can literally go in here and then just hit the power button that turns it on, and you can control heating, cooling, whatever you like. So yeah, I think that's pretty cool because we can just be in bed and turn it off whenever we want. Yeah, the aircon is running perfect so far. We haven't had a problem with it. That water pump is insane for the size. We'll leave a link in the description of where we bought that. The fridge is amazing. The toilet. So yeah, hope you guys enjoyed the episode.
It's all good.